Hello, good morning. My name is Jose Ramirez, and I sell cars. I buy and I sell cars. I'm in the automotive industry, and I want to welcome you to my channel. This is the first time that you're coming here. Let me give you a quick background of what I'm trying to do. A few days ago, I posted a video about the all-new 2021 Escalade, and I made myself available. I made myself available for people to reach out to me if they want to have a deal work done, if they want to know prices, if they want to know if it's good for them to wait, or what the leases look like, stuff like that. Some people reached out to me asking questions about whether they should put a lot of money down on a lease or if they should wait, and a lot of questions came up. So I had the idea of creating this channel to help people understand how the automotive industry works and what's in the best interest when buying a car. So a few years ago, I didn't know anything about the industry. I went to a dealership, I bought a car, and I was ripped off. I didn't have any help. I didn't know how the industry works, and that took me down this rabbit hole, and it affected everything. It affected how my financial situation went after that, because I had a car payment that I should never had, and my credit took a lot of hit because they actually checked my credit in a bunch of banks before they realized what was the car that I could buy at the time. So I want to go ahead and make myself available to help you find the best deal possible. If you have questions before you go get a lease, if you have questions before you buy a car, if you have questions about your trade, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And if you want to, even if you're not in the Florida state, I can help you put a deal together, and then you go and compare and you see which is the best way for you to go. Anyways, today I want to make a video about the reason why you shouldn't put a lot of money down on a lease, or how much money should you put down on a lease. I'm going to give you 7 steps to find the best deal possible on a lease. But short answer to should you put a lot of money down on a lease is no, you shouldn't. And I'm going to get more in deep on that as the video goes on. Hopefully you stay to the end, and if you have any ideas of what you think might be valuable for you, let me know. I'm here to help you guys out, and in the process, hopefully I can help myself out, because this is what I do. I sell and I buy cars. So let's go. I'm gonna go over 7 different steps for you to find the best deal possible on a lease. Step number 1 is find a dealership and find one salesperson that's going to be helping you out, because this is a relationship. This is a two-way street, and you're going to have to exchange a lot of information with this person so you can get the best deal. There's no way you can go to a dealership and say, I have 10 minutes, let me know what the best price is. It doesn't work like that. Pretty soon it's going to be like that, and I'm trying to get there. And I'm trying to help people without them going to a dealership to find the best deal. But right now, the best way for you to do it is to find a dealership and find a salesperson. And from there, you can communicate via phone or via email to find the best deal possible. So that's the first step. Reason why you want to have one salesperson to help you out is because they have quotas. And there is no telling as to what they will do to get the car that you want, and to put pressure on their managers to make that deal happen. The biggest misconception is talk to a manager, they're going to help you out. Well, what the manager is going to do is going to delegate that task to a salesperson, and the perception within the dealership is going to be like, okay, that's a done deal, it came from the manager. So they're not going to put as much effort as they would have if they start a deal with you. It's crazy, but that's the psychology within the sales industry. So step number 1, find the one salesperson in a dealership that's going to help you out, and you can do that at more than one dealership so you can compare prices, right? Now make sure that the car you want, it's allocated. Make sure that they have, or they can get the car that you want. I mean, By this I mean color, outside and inside, exterior or interior colors, equipment or packages, and ask if they have any demonstrators with the options you want. Demonstrators are cars that have miles. Even though they're new, they have miles because they are loaners or they're managers demos. So identify if that's okay with you. If you don't mind having a car with miles, that's gonna help you out get a better deal than you would have on a car that has no miles. So that's step number 2. Make sure the dealership can get or that they have the car that you want with the options you want, if that's something that you care for. If not, then go with the base model. Obviously that costs less money. So now in step 2, with the options, colors, equipments, and everything, miles and all that, discuss with your salesperson which product you want. If it's a lease, do you want excess wear and tear? Do you want tire protection? Do you need those stuff? Are you the kind of person that's going to destroy the car? So at the end of the lease, do you need to be covered for those things? If you are that person, please let them know up front that you need those. Otherwise, they're going to give you the best price, and then you tell them, oh, I need this now. Well, that's going to increase your price, and they're going to try to make up for whatever they lost if they gave you a really good deal. So be straightforward, right? Transparency is going to make your deal a lot better. So step 2, you identify the car, miles, colors, equipments, and products you need. Step 3, communicate what are the lease details, the terms. How many months, how many miles you need a year, and how much money you want to put down, which brings the main question of the video. Should you put a lot of money down on a lease? I would never advise anybody to put more than $2,000 or $3,000 down on a lease. And this is including the inceptions. Inceptions is first payment, license plate, bank acquisition fee, and dealer fees or D&B fees. So all those things, depending on the car, can go anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on what car it is and what brand and stuff like that. So I had a customer that came in and said, I want to put $20,000 down on a lease, and I tell him, hey, you really want to think about it. Reason why, as soon as you drive the car out of the lot, if you get into an accident, the car gets totaled, guess what? You lost $20,000 down. Versus you buying the car, you get in an accident, you have gap insurance, the cars get totaled, the insurance is gonna help you get that money back or replace the car. So the car still is yours, the money's still for you to touch it and grab it in the form of a car. If it's a lease, that was the bank's car, so you lost $20,000, right? So don't put more than $2,000 down plus the inceptions, or just put the inceptions. So ask your dealership, what are my inceptions, and make sure that it includes the first payment, the license plate, the tag, and the fees, right? Now that has to be discussed before they give you any pricing, so they know exactly what is that you're looking for. And then you're gonna have to negotiate a little bit after that. Every good negotiator leaves themselves a room, and that's just the way it is. Every good negotiator, whether he's buying or selling, leave themselves a little bit of room for negotiation, because it always happens. That was step number 3. Step number 4 is identify what rebates or special discounts you qualify for. By this I mean, are you currently leasing a car with this brand? If you are, you have to get loyalty discounts or rebates. If you're not, ask your dealership, do you have a conquest rebate available for me? Some brands will give you a discount for you becoming part of their family. So if you leave one brand behind and you become part of their family, they're going to give you a discount if you have that. So that's called a conquest. We have it at GM Cadillac. If you have the opportunity to ask this to your salesperson, make sure you do. Now, really important, and this is something that dealerships are going to hate me for this, but make sure to ask or investigate or ask me if you qualify for supplier pricing. Supplier pricing, it's a program that GM and many other manufacturers have for first responders, for people in the healthcare profession, for many other companies like Publix, Walmart, school teachers, educator programs. Many people qualify for this discount and they do not know, and that's money to you. That's money. That's a lot of money that can save you a lot on a lease. So make sure that you ask those questions, and if they are not being transparent with you, hit me up, let me know, and I'm going to try to identify for you if you qualify for this program. So that's step number 4, and it's really important. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. Don't be afraid to tell them, I work for this company, do I qualify for a discount for it? I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm in the healthcare field, I'm an educator. What's my best price, right? So step number 5 is, and this is something that you should always do. And dealerships don't want you to ask this question, but you should. Ask, what's your rate? What's the rate on my lease? It's not an APR. It's not an APR. It's a rate. It's very, very low, but ask them, what's my rate and what's my residual value on this car? So some of them will shy away from that. Many salespeople do not understand that. If they do tell you, ask them, just negotiate with them. What's the best you can do right there? I don't like it. And if they are marking that up, they're gonna give you something better, and you will be better off than what you were. So don't be afraid to ask that questions. One day I'm going to make a video that's going to talk about buy rates on a lease and residual, so you can understand a little better. But just by asking that question, you're going to throw them off, and you will be, in 9 out of 10, you will be getting a better deal just by asking that question. What's my rate and what's my residual? And then negotiate for that. Now, step number 6. Going back to step number 2, if you decide to get a car with miles, that was a demonstrator or a service loaner, before you go to a dealership, ask for a video, ask for pictures, because somebody drove the car for 3, 4, 5,000 miles maybe. So ask for a video showing if the car has any scratches, any minor details, because you are getting a discount for it. So the cars I sell, I make sure the cars are in prime conditions. I make sure it's a new car. It's never been titled. So, but some of those cars come back with some scratches on the back or on the seats. So make sure that you know all that before you go there, if that's a deal breaker for you. And so ask for a video and ask for pictures. Now, within the step number 6, to any number that you have agreed on, get a number in writing, getting a request from them to send you an email saying, okay, this is how much money you putting down, how many miles a year, how many months in the lease, and this is your monthly payment, including taxes, or is it plus taxes? That's a great question that you have to ask. And is this payment including taxes, or is it plus taxes? So there's always a room of about $20 to $15 that you can negotiate on a lease per payment. So if you're getting a lease for 48 months and you get $15 off on every payment, you're talking about $720 that you're saving. On new cars, there isn't a lot of margin, so you're not gonna be able to have them remove $50 or $70 off your monthly payment, because think about it, it's $70 times 48, that's $3,360. Nobody has that kind of money on a deal. So yeah, $10, $15, $20 max, you will be able to actually negotiate off the price, and you'll be good. So but the best way for you to get a good deal is asking those questions. Is it a loaner? What's my discount for being a loaner? What rebates do I qualify for? And ask for special pricing or supplier pricing based on what you do or what your line of business or what your profession, what's your profession. And once you have that number, negotiate it down for about 10, 15, or 20 bucks. And I guarantee you're gonna have a great deal. If you have any more questions about this, please let me know. Happy to help. Bye and subscribe to my channel. This is Black Win Adventure, and I really hope you like this video. Any comments, please let me know.